It's story time! Delusionality of mediocre white men. Don't click away. It's not a racist story. This is what it is. So, some of you, if you follow me, you know I used to manage musicians. I had managed this atmospheric rock band. One of the band members, we was having a conversation one day. We were talking like racial issues, and this kid, he was a like real ratty kind of kid. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I mean that's just what he like. He's trailer park, long ponytail, little ratty mustache, little ratty beard. You know, the type of kid that if your daughter brought home, you'll be like, not him.
Okay, look, I shit you not. I actually thought this was a picture of the kid. It's not him, but this is how he looked.
Hey man, I'm slinging mad volume and fat stacking Benjis. You know what I'm saying? I can't be all about like spelling and shit.
He was a pothead, couldn't pass the drug test, piss test, like to save his life. I don't know if he did other drugs, but he looked like he did a lot of drugs. He definitely smoked weed. I know that for a fact. But if you look at him, you might, judge a book by its cover and be like, oh, he does meth in the trailer park, right? So I remember we were talking one day. He tells me the story about he applied for his job one time, and this is his words. He said the representative from the company, remember, keep that in mind, told him that, he couldn't hire him because he wasn't black. So he was on that DEI stuff, right? This is way before y'all started using that term DEI. He was basically talking about like affirmative action. And I'm like, okay. I was like, so he tells me the story. He goes, this is what he says. The guy tells him that he couldn't hire him because he wasn't black.
Bullshit.
And I'm like, okay. Now, first of all, I didn't believe the story.
Bullshit.
But let's entertain it as if it's true, for one. So I said, well, let me ask you a few questions. I said, now, the guy who interviewed you, he told you these things, right? He said these things out of his mouth. And he says, yes. I said, okay. I was like, because that opens the company up for a discrimination lawsuit. I'm like, you didn't think to sue them for discrimination? I'm like, they cannot legally tell you, hey, we can't hire you because of your race. That's illegal. So he was like, no, man. I said, okay. So second question, like, what vibe were you giving off that he felt comfortable enough to say that to you and assumed, apparently correctly, that you will be okay with hearing that? What vibe are you putting off that just because you're white, he felt comfortable enough to tell you, I can't hire you because you're white, and didn't expect you to sue the company? I'm like, so you're saying he opened himself up for litigation just because you're sharing lack of melanin? The mediocre white male truly cannot fathom or comprehend that someone non-white can be better than him at something. These individuals, I was going to say something else, but these people really honestly believe that these companies are just going out hiring any random person of color off the street. These schmuckzillas really convince themselves that they're more qualified than these non-white people, and they're not getting the jobs because of the non-whites. This gentleman, my band member, I was like, you didn't think for 1 second that maybe he didn't want to hire you and he got the sense that he can put that off on because of minorities? Yeah, I've been in management. I don't like firing people, and there's been definitely people that I didn't want to hire. So if you can blame somebody else, and that way, because you look like the type that will the place up, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be the target of your aggression. So yeah, not me, I hire you, but it's the blacks. It's the blacks. This kid, this little ratty kid, really thought he was just automatically more qualified than anybody of color. I'm like, you don't think that, even if that were true, they had to hire somebody of color, you don't think that the company would want to hire somebody qualified to do the job? That's not a company I would want to work for then. If you're just going to grab some random person of color, no, sir. No. Yeah. So, what vibe are you putting off that people feel comfortable saying things like that to you? I'm just asking.
All right, folks, thanks for watching the video up to this point. I do truly appreciate you. Let's keep the conversation going. Click on one of these videos right here. And let's see, I'm just a guy with an opinion. I value your opinion. We ain't got to be mad at each other. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.